Hi everyone, Tori here. Welcome to Finishing December Daily. Quickly, December 11th. Today I have this one large 6x8 photo. I have these two 4x4 photos, and then I have a weather app that I posted and a 4x6 photo. So a lot of photos for one day, but I really want to include them because they each tell a important story. So this really is a pretty quick video. Altogether, this layout took me half an hour, and again, what took the longest was the journaling. So I decided on the back of that craft tag from yesterday to include the 11 tag, and I'm going to keep it fairly simple, just stuck that in the middle. I stamped the date. I should have done the date first, but it worked fine. And I just used a roller date stamp, and then I added this pink bow that came on some packaging. I felt like it fit with the color of the tag really well, and I just love bows, so I thought it was super cute. And I just add a couple of these epoxy gold shapes from Craft Market by Maggie Holmes, and I just think it's like the cutest little touch just to add a little something around the date that I had stamped with my roller date stamp. And I just sort of shove that bow in there, and I don't care that it's not like perfect, but I just like it. So I grabbed a 6x8 page protector with two 4x6 spots, and I cut it in half because I wanted to include these two photos. And let me just tell you about the photo. So one of them is a photo of my sister via Skype, and the other one is a photo that I grabbed via I grabbed on the weather app on my cell phone. So I saw somebody on the December Daily Facebook page do this, where they took a screenshot of the North Pole's weather, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool to take a screenshot of the North Pole, Toronto, and Kampala, like Uganda, and have all three of them compared. And so that's what I did. I used the PicStitch app to make a collage of those three photos. So just back to this side of the page, on December 11th, before we went to the airport, or in the early morning, we went to the airport in the evening, we Skyped my younger sister in Uganda, who I will be seeing, or who I was going to be seeing, and we opened some of her Christmas presents, which I know sounds really funny, but the thing was that she wasn't going to get to have them all because she didn't actually want them to come to Kenya with her, because she's going to be home in March. So we just opened the ones that were staying here in Toronto with her via Skype. And I just like this picture. You can see her on Skype. You can see the Christmas tree in the back. And I just felt like it was a really cool moment in our history. So I added this tag that I got from Feed Your Crafts. It's a doodle by Brandy Kincaid. I added a gold star and just tiny attached it on the top. And then I grabbed this green phrase, which just, I can't remember what the sticker says. Sorry. And I stuck that on there. And then I'm just going to add this weather collage on there. And I, I think it's funny to see the North Pole -8, Toronto 9, and Kampala like 24, and just to see the differences. And basically I'm going to add this journaling over top that just says, like, of the three, I'm really glad I'm going to be spending Christmas in Uganda. And here's where I mess up. I added a piece of vellum, and I was going to do the journaling over top of the vellum, and that would have been a really good idea, but I was listening to a TV show or watching a TV show while I was doing this, and I wrote something wrong. So this is where I realized that I wrote something wrong. I put, like, spending Uganda in Christmas instead of spending Christmas in Uganda. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, so this is where I'm, like, trying to figure out how to fix it. Oh, also I added a tab on the top of this insert that just says Twinkle, and that came from last year's December Daily main kit. So I grabbed this word that says Christmas and thought about just covering up the word Uganda with that, and I do that. I'm not super happy with it. Like, it looks like I made a mistake, so I don't know. I might go back and fix that afterwards, but for now I'll leave it. I then added just a couple epoxy shapes. I had a pink star, and I added that to the first side, and I had a pink heart, or a pink arrow, and I added it to the 24, and then I also just grabbed this snowman sticker. Those stickers came from the dollar store, so I didn't pay a lot of money for those. And so then that page is done. So then the next insert I want to do is these two 4x4 photos. And these are photos that Josh took when we were at the airport. So one's a selfie of Josh and I, and the other one is just a photo of me with all my luggage before I go into the airport. And if you're wondering, Josh is my brother. And so I'm going to keep these two really simple too. I just cut them to 4x4, rounded the corners, and stuck them in there. And then I have these stickers I bought at a cute little store in Winnipeg, I think. And it's just a label sticker. So I just add one to the one side. And I'm going to add my journaling. And just like Josh knows me so well, he's like, let's take a photo for your scrapbook, which was so sweet. So I just wanted to include that story because it meant a lot to me that he would like think about that, because I definitely wanted to get a photo, but it meant more that he like was like, let's do it. So then I just added a gold sparkly star to the first side, and then I also grabbed a bigger one and added it to the back side. And then I just wanted to add a little bit of a tiny word phrase, and I had this one that said vacation, and it came in an old Studio Calico kit, so it's not available anymore, but it's there. And then I just had to move the star over a little bit, and I just tuck it underneath the star, and that one is done. Again, really trying to keep this simple. So then here's the 6x8 page, and I really wanted to keep it simple too. I probably wasn't going to do anything on it, but when I printed it, it actually has like an error or a glitch on the page. Like you can see it, it's in the bottom corner there. And that bothers me, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I thought about adding this transparent 4x6 card over top, and I'm gonna do that. I have this one that says "You are here," and I thought that was sort of appropriate for like a travel type one, so I just added that, and then I added a gold star in the middle just to tie it into the other pages. Then I grabbed a label, and the label is just gonna go at the bottom of the page, and that's where I'm gonna include the date. And I also grabbed one of those gold arrows from crepe paper and just stuck it on the bottom there, and it's done. So that's pretty much my spread for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check back later for another finishing December Daily Quickly video. Hope you guys are enjoying, and hope you have a lovely day. Bye.